Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So thank you for showing your love and clicking on this video. And this video is not that typical type of video that I usually create about the strategies, how the things are going to help you study better. This video is something more about the medical college and the life here in the medical college. So I hope you would like the video. I have selected few of the questions from a lot of questions asked from you all, and I'm going to answer these questions in this video, and it's going to be a lot more fun. So do watch the video till the end, and also show your love by clicking on the like button and subscribing to the channel. So let's start. So my first question is, how was my first day experience in medical college? So it's very interesting question, and I would love to answer this question because this is going to be the most special day in medical college. What happened, I knew some of the seniors before, since last 1 to 2 years before coming to the medical college, and few of them I came to know about them few months back before entering the college. So that was my first day when I entered the college with my mother, and there were the guard seats. I got a token of chocolates with a welcome card, and that was something that made my day. And to the senior who is watching this video, thank you so much for making my day that special. Next, I reached to the auditorium because since 2019, from my batch, NMC has introduced or taken a new initiative of a bridge course that is known as foundation course, because class 12, after coming from class 12, you directly go to that much higher study of MBBS. So that's a sort of bridging course that helps you to know a bit about the MBBS, and then you start studying seriously. So that foundation course was going on, and when I entered the auditorium, I was about to enter the auditorium, and I did the most horrible mistake that one can ever do in the medical college, is that I asked one of my anatomy professor as uncle, classes andar chal rahi hai kya? And really now, when at that time, so I was not having any idea, but when I rethink about it now, I get goosebumps. I really get goosebumps and I'm thankful to the sir that he ignored it, because what it means to be, because what are the cons of this in medical college? Those who are watching, the medicos, those who are watching this will definitely understand. So that was my first day. I entered the medical college. I entered the auditorium, and there sort of function was going on. I attended the function, and I returned back to the girls' hostel, where I was not allotted a room. I think none of the girls were allotted the room because we had to live for few months in a dormitory. That's a hall which was accommodating around 20 girls at a time. So we had our bed one beside the other, and that was the best thing, because we did किसी एक का birthday होता था, तो we used to celebrate, and I got to interact with all of my batchmates. And if I would have been allotted a room on the very first day, I think I would have missed all this. So that's all about my first day experience. I have a lot more things that we'll discuss later on. So coming on to the next question. So next question is, what's your daily schedule in medical college? Okay, my daily schedule in medical college is like हमारी classes होगी starting from 8 to 4 we are totally busy, because from 8 to 9 PM we had one class. I'm talking about my third year, because in every year there's a few changes, but 8 to 4 everyone is busy, and from third year onwards you get too busy because you are going to be called for the posting in the evening too. So schedule changes, but that's 8 to 4 is you have to study for 8 to 4. So 8 to 9 I used to have a class. After that 9 to 12 in the morning, we go for the clinical posting wherever we are posted. Currently I am posted in community medicine department, and after 12 till 1, that is 12 to 1, we have another lecture. If it's in hospital, so it becomes easy for us, because from posting, coming out from the posting and wards, we attend the lecture. But it's like if it is in the medical college, हमारा जो hospital है from medical college, it's at a walking distance, but थोड़ा सा दूर है. तो हमें वहाँ से वापस आना पड़ता है. एंड फ्रॉम 1 to 2 वी हैव लंच. देन अगेन फ्रॉम 2 to 4 वी यूज्ड टू हैव lectures. So sometimes we have lectures only for 2 to 3, sometimes it extends 2 to 5 even. So that's how it goes on. So the third question, oh god, the 3 qualities you expect in your boyfriend or husband.
Wait a minute, who are you?
3 qualities that I expect in my dash. So starting from the very first thing, although I don't have much expectation, but these are the things that I expect and I will not obviously compromise with these. So first thing is that I think and that's the most important thing, is that we both should have the same frequency. Our way of thinking and way of approaching things should be similar. It's not that it should be exactly similar, but yeah, it should be similar, so that vibing together is very important. Otherwise you can't survive. So second thing is the person should be caring and we both can have our own space. It's not all about him and it's not all about me in our lives. There should be some me time, there should be some our own space. Okay, and the third quality which I feel like is the other person should be mature enough, I feel. That's whenever I am in a distressful condition, I feel down, I feel left out or out of mind. So at that time my mind stops working or I don't feel like doing anything. So at that time that person can take the charge. And similarly, when such situation comes with the other person, he allows me to take the charge of the situation. So that should be there. And वैसे एकदम immediate तो नहीं सोच रहे हैं तो. So next question is, what is the perfect age to start NEET preparation and for NEET preparation? Acha, I got the question. So first part is the best age to start for NEET preparation. So best age I think from class 11 you should start preparing, but your study should get oriented from class 9 onwards, because at class 9 you should be clear, your aim should be clear that what you are going to do in life. It should not be like when you get to choose the stream, then you decide that yes, मेरे marks science में ज़्यादा आया, so I would take up the science stream, yeah, I would go with maths. So it should not be like that. It should be very clear in your mind from class 9 onwards, and then you should study accordingly. And the best time or best age for leave for NEET preparation. Okay, although age limit has been removed, but giving 4 chance, even an average student can get there with the 4 drops, maximum 4 drops. So at least 4 chances, so I think you should give yourself. After that you should only go for the 5th drop if you feel like that you can do this MBBS best in a best way than any other career options you have. Then only you go for 5th drop. Otherwise having 4 drop is more than sufficient. That would help you to decide what you are going to do. Either you are selected, not selected, what are pros and cons. Even once you sit in the examination, you get to know that what were your fault, and 3 more chances are more than sufficient to work on those deficiencies and cover it up. And the next question, are medical colleges have same rule as shown in movies like 𝗧𝗲𝗹𝗲𝗴𝗿𝗺? What? Our medical colleges have same rules? What have been such rules that's shown in these movies? Okay, I got it. बेटा, पहली बात तो if it's a NEET aspirant, पढ़ लो, ठीक है? And देखो, they're not rules. What you are talking about, if I'm right, I have understood what you are asking me about, but that's not a rule. There's no such rule in any of the medical colleges, but not all rules are followed everywhere. So yeah, you have even you have a better exposure here in the medical college than shown in the movies like 𝗧𝗲𝗹𝗵𝗺 and 𝗧𝗲𝗹𝗵𝗺. So don't worry about that. And till when you come to the till the time you will come to the medical college, it would be more improvised for you. The rules will be more improvised for you. So have a better luck. Next question is, बिना पढ़ाई के मेडिकल कॉलेज में जाएं कैसे, ये बता दीजिए मैम। अरे आपको मेडिकल कॉलेज में आने की क्या ज़रूरत है, आप सीधे डॉक्टर बन जाइए बिना पढ़ाई के। ये देखिए, ये 30 दिन में डॉक्टर कैसे बने। गो फॉर दिस, हाईली रिकमेंडेड फॉर यू।
गाड़ी स्टार्ट कर। चप्पल छूट गया। हम फर्स्ट स्टार्ट। हम फर्स्ट। गाड़ी चला।
What is the best platform to start your preparation for NEET PG? Example, Marrow, Prep Ladder, books or any other? Okay, this question I would love to answer because I have been since last 1 month. I was in this quest only to understand better which is best, whether Marrow is better or Prep Ladder is better. Although from my second year only I started using Marrow lectures, and trust me, it's gonna be very helpful in your NEET PG preparation. And talking about Prep Ladder, it's also good. And if you ask about my own personal experience, so I would go for Marrow because there are a few reasons behind this. First reason is that the notes that has been provided, the notes that they provide is more than sufficient even for your university exams. Or yes, there are few topics that have not been covered and you have to study them from the book, but still they are like a boon to a medical student. Similarly, the lectures that are designed in the Marrow are in a way that once you start with the one lecture, the flow of the lecture is very good, and that's something I personally like in the lecture. Talking about the medicine part of the Marrow is something I personally love, that the lectures of medicine starts from the very basic anatomy, physiology, pathology, and then it comes on to the main part of the medicine, and that is really helpful. So if you are aspiring for NEET PG, I think you should go for any of the video lectures you feel like. For me, it's Marrow. And next thing about books and any other. So yeah, I feel like, and I have observed this very closely, that you should not leave reading books, because when you only shift on to the medical notes and lectures, that has some benefits and some drawbacks too. So you should not just be dependent on the notes and video lectures. You should go for the books for better understanding. So books should be there, and you can go for the books in case you are a second year, third year student. So the subjects you are studying in those particular years, go thorough with the books that you are supposed to study. Study it at that time only. You will come to know what are parts you need to revise it for your NEET PG examination from that particular book. So it's best to be in touch with the books from the very starting. And the lectures, if you have, there are certain foreign writers book जिनकी language आपको समझने में बहुत problem होगी. So if you have a lecture, once you go through the lecture, the reading book becomes really very easy and interesting. So I would recommend both of these things. You should take a balance between the lectures and books. Okay, so here we go. The next question. Do we also have fun in medical colleges? Like, do we get time to be in relationship, or people only study there? Okay, this question is asked by one of my friend, and I should not reveal the name because if auntie must be watching the video, so that would be a problem. The person who is asking that do we get time for relationship is himself in the relationship. So
शाबाश बेटा, बहुत बढ़िया.
Leave it. I would like to tell you something. Actually, people have that faith that in medical, that sort of, I don't know from where it has been established, that the medical students are made only to study. They don't get time for any other thing. and the one who is doing something extra or out of box thing, people judge them. Even their colleagues judge them that they are not of our, they are not our folk. They are not studying. They are not studying. They interpret the things. They judge the people like that. Ki if you are doing something extra, it means you are not studying. And trust me, it's not the case. When it's the time to study, you get the time to study, and there's a lot of time that you can utilize. And it depends on you how you are going to utilize that. Either you go for outing, you do something extra, you do painting, you do singing, anything you can do. So there's a lot of time. So obviously, the same with relationship, you can manage both. You can be in a relationship and medical. Question that I'm going to answer is how was your DH experience? So DH is the dissection hall, Kam Dil Lagi hall also we call it. Okay. So dissection hall. So my experience in dissection hall was really great, and there are two reasons. One, the teacher was the JR that we had. She was very strict. So when your teacher is strict, so चाहते या नहीं चाहते हुए भी you become sincere in for that particular time. So that helped me to gain maximum from my dissection hall. And second thing, it's a really adventure because you get to work on a cadaver. Cadaver is basically a dead body that you get, and you have to be with that dead body for 2 hours daily, and daily means for 1 year. So it's a sort of experience that I think most of you want to have. And my experience was very great. On the very first day, we were shown the dead bodies that the people have donated, and I have a huge respect for the people who donate their dead bodies for us to study. And we also had some function, that is they ran function in our medical college, and where we conducted the program, and obviously the dinner and all, lunch and all for the people who filled the form for donating their body, and provided certificates and do the honors for them, because it is because of them that we get so much to know about a human body. We took a pledge, that is oath, and that was something, the formalin smell that comes, and it was the very first time that type of smell I was experiencing, and obviously my batchmates were experiencing. I didn't, मतलब ऐसा नहीं हुआ था कि कोई चक्कर हाँ, one boy, I don't remember the name who was that, one boy, कि मतलब उसे चक्कर आ गया था वहाँ पे ही due to smell, and वो गिर गया था वहाँ पे. Otherwise we were very much excited to see the cadavers, and the cadaver that I got, it was it was a very fatty body. So while doing the dissection, we had a lot of problem. Problem means the body was very healthy, and obviously it had a lot of fat. So the smell of fat, it's the worst smell that you will ever get to smell. So when you are dissecting, you are removing the fascia skin and that subcutaneous tissue in which fat is present. While the others, those who are having a very thin body cadaver, उन्हें पहले ही muscles वगैरह दिख जाती थी on the very first day, and हम दिन तक तो fat साफ कर रहे होते थे, and after that we used to see the structures beneath it. But the best part of having that cadaver was that huge respect for that cadaver, because I told you कि cadaver was very healthy, so the muscles we used to get to see, ब्राउन रेड मसल, मतलब जो भी मसल्स होती थी वो इतनी प्रोमिनेंट दिखती थी, जो आर्टरीज होती थी, नर्व्स होती थी, वो बहुत प्यारी, बहुत मतलब बहुत अच्छे से दिखती थी. बहुत ऑब्वियसली दे आर द वेरी डेलिकेट स्ट्रक्चर्स, बट उसमें वो बहुत अच्छे से विजिबल होती थी. एंड कैडेवर स्टार्टिंग में तो वी स्टार्ट मतलब वो बहुत रिस्पेक्ट के साथ ही स्टार्ट करते हैं, बट इन बिटवीन मतलब पूरे साल के एंड तक आते आते हमारी एक अलग हो जाती है विद दैट कैडेवर, बिकॉज you spend a lot of time, and there is your very first teacher who starts teaching you in the medical college. तो वो एक respect and friendship that develops with the cadaver. It's something most valuable sort of friendship you will ever get in medical college is the friendship with your cadaver. So there are also many students who don't dissect. So I would suggest you that if you are a first year medical student, please do the dissection. and it's going to help you a lot, because the things I have dissected, things I have seen on that body, I still remember, and obviously it will help you to in your surgical skills. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for asking me such sweet questions about relationship and all that. I was not expecting that I would be asked, because what I have posted on Insta was ask me anything about medical college, and you were asking me about the qualities of husband and boyfriend. That was okay. Already, overall it was a great fun. So please show your love by clicking hit button and subscribing the channel, and thank you so much.